G'day Tesla fans, another FSD video for you here. This time again back in Ottawa, the national capital of our country here, Canada. And this time I'm going to try and take Carling Avenue, which is a pretty prominent street here in Ottawa, end to end. And maybe back again, we'll see how we do for time, but definitely hopefully just one trip end to end. I'm on 10.69.25.1. And we're just going to drive and kind of see how it goes. This one's an interesting drive for myself because I've had to sort of force the Tesla to stay on Carling. What the Tesla naturally wants to do is to navigate around, best efficiency, best routes, best for time, all that stuff, which it should be doing. But for the context of me trying to test the software, the full self-driving software, I want it to take a specific route. So here coming up, we have some construction with the traffic lights covered. I know Tesla has problems with covered traffic lights, so I gave it a little acceleration boost there. Yeah, it is technically an input there. I don't know what it is with Tesla not liking covered traffic lights. It is what it is, but we're carrying on. But yeah, back to me trying to force it to take one route because it wants to be the best efficient route that it can, and me wanting it to go against that. I've had to input basically a whole bunch of waypoints along my route to force it to stay on Carling Avenue. It's going to be interesting because from what I'm seeing and from what I've seen in some testing and testing on myself is that right before the waypoint, we get to the waypoint, I have to cancel that waypoint. Otherwise, it's going to assume that I want to stop there, which I don't want it to do. So this is kind of the only workaround that I've seen for the software. It's not ideal, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully I don't mess it up. So we got some construction here coming up. We'll see how the Tesla reacts to it. It should be getting over obviously into the other lane, kind of ahead of what we did. We still have a little bit of room to react, but so you can see it's trying to get over to the other route here. It doesn't have its turn signal on yet, so that's interesting. It is trying to get over, but without a turn signal. People letting us in. Perfect. Beautiful. I mean, ideally it should have gotten over and not put itself in that situation, but it was in that situation. It corrected it. It did great. All right, here's the next one. We're on our first waypoint. So I'm going to edit the trip, cancel this one out, done. Hopefully it recalculates and stays on Carling. It seems to be doing it. Great, the override worked. The last time I tried this, I actually came out here the other day and tried to do this very thing, but it was a bit confusing and I ended up bricking the whole visualization. So it was stuck, none of the lines were showing up. FSD would not work anymore. I got a UI warning, fault warning, and that the only fix was to basically end trip. It would be fixed for the next trip. So thankfully it was fixed for the next trip, and which is this trip here. And we have FSD back, and we're gonna see how that goes. We are gonna come up here after this bend. We're gonna have another waypoint that I'm gonna have to cancel. We'll see how that goes there. Alright, so we're coming up on the next waypoint to end here. send it. Done. Recalculate. Please stay on car lane. Looks like it is. Perfect.
Devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand, call.
Here we go, the last waypoint to be deleted. And she's gonna do it. That worked great. That was a good workaround. Obviously, it's a lot more input for me as a driver to make sure that that all happens. It kind of takes the attention off the road, but the car's driving itself, so I kind of have a little bit of spare attention, don't I? Yeah, let's just enjoy this last little bit. All right, well, we've reached our destination. There it was, Carling Avenue in Ottawa, end to end, starting from the west, starting from the east going west. I'm gonna rejig and try and go the other way, but you know, that was phenomenal. No takeovers. Only had to basically press the accelerator to give it some confidence on those covered up traffic lights, sorry. But that's a known issue for me. Again, I don't know why it has so much issues with covered traffic lights, but it does. So other than that, I mean, fantastic drive. I don't know what more to say. It's getting really spooky good now with this FSD. Again, 10.69.25.1. Great patch. All right, let's hit it from the other side. All right, so we've rejigged. We're gonna hit it from the other side, starting from the west going east on Carling Avenue again. We'll see how it goes. Start off, she's really going really slow. Don't know why. I'll give it a little bit of juice here to get her going. Hope she gets comfortable. Oh, she's really slowing down. There she goes. All right, hiccup to start, but off we go. Will say that it's nice that it's adapting around these kind of snowbanks, which are obviously, you know, extending out into the road. Tesla doesn't seem to have any problem dealing with it. Alright, so we had a takeover there. The Tesla was trying to move around. The driver was in the opposite lane, was going to let us in, then decided not to, then decided yes, no. Definitely was a confusing situation, so just for safety I took over there. Now we do have our first kind of waypoint. I've had to do it this other way as well. So I will have to cancel it here once we kind of cross this major intersection. I'll do it. That was another takeover. Tesla's trying to inch out into the intersection for some odd reason. Maybe it's not registering where the actual stop line is, but I'll take over to make sure it doesn't do that. Alright, so I've re-engaged here.
In 300 meters, your destination will be on the right.
But it doesn't want to come back up to speed like we had before. Sure what it's doing. It really doesn't want to get up to the speed limit. I'm going to give it some accelerator here, get it up, see what it wants to do. It really wants to slow right down. Constantly having to give it accelerator pushes now. Yeah, as soon as I let off the gas, it wants to slow right down. I'm still giving it the juice. I don't know what it's doing right now. It doesn't like it. Took it off FSD there. Hopefully that kind of resets it. I cannot re-engage until the symbol comes back up, so yeah, it's not liking it. Alright, symbol's back up. See if it does it now. Yeah, same thing, really slow. I'm gonna give it some gas here. No, as soon as I get off that foot pedal, it wants to brake and slow right down. Not sure why it doesn't want to go up to speed here. too much. And then not wanting to get up to speed, just going really slow. Basically just being annoying in the road. Yeah, as soon as I take my foot off that accelerator, she goes right down in speed.
In 200 meters, turn right.
I'm gonna edit the trip, cancel that out, try and carry on. Yeah, she's slowing right down. Interesting. My foot is on the gas right now. You see, cruise control will no longer brake. Still steering on its own just fine. But again, it doesn't want to go up to speed. I'm not sure what its issue is.
In 200 meters, keep right to stay on Carlin Avenue.
Gonna check if lane changing works here. No. It won't let me lane change. It won't lane change on its own. Oh, there it goes.
Now keep right to stay on Carling Avenue.
Okay, so it did the lane change safely. But again, the speed is way too low. Yeah, we got cars behind us, so I'm gonna again press on the accelerator. Something it's not liking for sure. Again, my foot is on the accelerator this entire time, just to kind of keep it moving here. All right, I got no cars behind me, so I'm gonna let it do its thing at whatever speed it wants to do. It's going way down.
In 200 meters, your destination will be on the right.
So either it should tell me that, like, to shut off FSD if it can't function, that it's intended purpose here. I mean, FSD is active. No new notifications. We got a trip edit coming up here. Same thing, very slow. Yeah, people behind me not going. Why is it going so slow? Go. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It doesn't want to go over 24. All right, I'm gonna call it there, and I'll try this direction another time. Yeah, I'll try to figure it out kind of what went wrong, but other than that, like and subscribe for the next video. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, I'm back here. I just wanted to do a quick follow-up video on basically how I left off the last drive. So what I've done now is had done a complete power cycle on the Tesla, which is basically just go in the settings while it's parked, and you just say power off, leave it 5 minutes, press the brake pedal and it'll start back up. So I have done that. FSD is active right now as we speak, and we're clearly going over 25 kilometers per hour now, which is good news. I'm really not sure what happened there. Yeah, it is interesting. It's something that I'll keep an eye on, because obviously we can't have that happening. I will do a quick test here, as it seemed that whenever I took over from FSD and then tried to re-engage it, it kind of gimped it to that 25 kilometer an hour speed limit. So let's try that now, as if I were to take over. And let's just quickly pass this bus. Seems fine now. What a weird quirk that it had there.